I come to you and ask you to name me one traditional German food, which is the first thing that comes to your mind? And it's gonna be awkward because I'm awkward. I'm gonna make it awkward. So that's gonna be fun. If I say German food, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Yeah, sausages.
Potatoes.
Sausages, I will say.
Oh, pretzels.
Pretzels!
Yes.
Sausages, potatoes, and pretzels. But is this really all there is to German food? Well, we're about to find out. During the Cold War, East and West Berlin developed different food cultures. While West Berlin was a culinary melting pot, East Berlin keeps things simple, hearty, authentic, and steeped in tradition. West Berlin had access to a variety of foods because of the Western imports, like McDonald's or Burger King. East Berlin, on the other hand, faced food shortages and rely on homemade meals. Luxury items like bananas, chocolate, or coffee were very rare. Today, I'm diving into the kitchens that have kept Berlin's culinary traditions alive for generations. Despite all the fancy food trends, there's comfort in a dish that remembers where it came from. Today, my curiosity takes me from east to west, in my pursuit to try the oldest German traditional food. Food in East Berlin wasn't just nourishment, it was a symbol of resilience and resourcefulness. Our first stop, Rogaki. Established in 1928, it's a renowned delicatessen and eatery found in West Berlin. Originally starting off as a small smoked fish shop, it has evolved into a culinary institution, offering a wide variety of gourmet products and freshly prepared dishes. And to my surprise, they actually have great wine pairing, although I had just water. The atmosphere is reminiscent of a traditional market hall. It's a great place to meet locals and enjoy authentic German food. And when I tell you have options, trust me, you have options. But don't take it from me, take it from someone who's been working there for 15 years. Oh, hallo!
Mein Name ist Eva.
Sie sind hier seit 15 Jahren.
So etwa, ja.
Was ist etwas hier, das wir müssen probieren?
Naja, wir räuchern sehr viele Sachen selbst. Wir haben hier einen Räucherofen. Dann räuchern wir fast alles warm geräucherte Sachen hier. Es wäre auch nicht schlecht, wenn Sie hier probieren. Ist alles direkt aus dem Ofen, hat keine Wege. Ich würde sagen, so ziemlich alles sollten Sie probieren. Es ist ein Familienunternehmen, seit 95 Jahren in die Familie Roxi.
Vielen, vielen Dank.
Ich habe zu Dank. Einen schönen Tag für euch.
Für Sie auch. If you make fun of my German, you're a hater. And since I love fun facts, and I bet you do too, I'm gonna give you a few. Anthony Bourdain approved. The late chef and TV host Anthony Bourdain visited Rogaki in his show No Reservations, while praising the German traditional cuisine and the atmosphere. Standing only dining. There's no seats at Rogaki. Guests can stand at the counter or at the little tables around the market, just like a classic market eatery. Aromatic experience. The shop has intense smoky aroma because guess what? They smoke the fish on site using traditional methods that have remained unchanged for decades. A seafood paradise. Rogaki sells around 70 types of fresh and live fish, making it a go-to spot for seafood lovers. Champagne and oysters in a deli? Despite its casual setting, you can enjoy a luxurious pairing of oysters and champagne at the seafood counter. Now let's go into what we actually got. Like it's Christmas, but it smells like fish. Smoked sandwich. And I'm gonna tell you why in a second. This sandwich though. It's a good sandwich. Bismarck bread, eaten by, you guessed it, Mr. Bismarck. Otto von Bismarck, not your neighbor Bismarck. Apparently he loved this bread with herring so much that he said he would buy it even if it would be the price of caviar. Well, sir, congratulations, they named that bread after you, so... I just caught these from the shop. Fish. If you close your eyes and you sniff them, you're at the seaside, you're on the beach. From a German person tell me how to eat properly the fish straight from the source. Yo, look at this. Wow. So the smokiness and the sesame taste, amazing combo together. It's melting in your mouth. It's very, very nicely done. My favorite. And we have a smoky boy in here. Incredible. Wow. Wow. This is it for the starters. We've ordered another lox and a fish soup. Since we are in a place that focuses a lot on the fish. It's also on the sweeter side. It's very gentle. The fish doesn't overpower the soup. I mean, honestly, it looks incredible. The sizing of it. Not only do we have dinner plans after, I'm not even sure how we're gonna get there. Might be bacon. whatever it is, it's gonna be in my belly. So, cheers. Holy mother of God. Sauteed potatoes, pan-fried bacon, and caramelized onions. Right on top, parsley, and on the side we have some grilled vegetables such as zucchini, broccoli, mushrooms, some green beans, and the lovely herbs butter, which is unmissed on the German plates. And since we're talking about the oldest West Berlin food, I had to include Kadeve, an actual symbol of decadence. The gourmet floor, or Feinschmecker-Etage, at Kadeve is a paradise for food lovers and the biggest luxurious food hall. And to top things off, in 1943, a plane crashed into it, and it's still here today. It has over 30 food counters and open kitchens, and the cheese selection is insane. Over 1,300 types of cheese from around the world, including rare varieties. Fresh seafood and lobster tanks, world-class butchers and steakhouses. Massive wine and champagne collections. Actually, one of the largest champagne collections in Germany, including rare vintage bottles. Fresh truffles, rare spices, and organic honey. I had to take home a little bit of it. Going for food. Mushroom butter and salted butter. Maybe the fact that I knew it was in a shopping mall, I did not expect the food to be this fancy. 100% exceeded my expectations. Oh, it looks really good. Holy mother of God. Wow. One German food. When I say German food, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? What's
German food?
Yeah, what's one thing that you would say it's a proper German food?
Sausage, huh?
Sausage. Very good, very good. Thank you. Our food journey is far from being over since we're yet to explore East Berlin. Born out of necessity but filled with heart. Zur letzten Instanz representing East Berlin. This restaurant is renowned for authentic German food. Here's the local legend behind the current name, Zur letzten Instanz. Apparently there were two farmers who were bickering around and they couldn't find peace. You gotta sort that out. Land problems. Big deal. Long story short, they both ended up in the same restaurant, Zur letzte Instanz, shared a beer and some food, and found justice. To make things even better, the restaurant was actually surrounded by courthouses. So you can imagine the name having deeper roots. The name of the restaurant means the last instance. Here's some cool facts about this restaurant. Zur letzte Instanz predates the Brandenburger Tor. And I'm not talking 10, 20 years, but 150 years. Despite the city's dynamic changes, the restaurant has preserved its legacy, making it a landmark in its own right. Napoleon Bonaparte may have actually dined there, and he leaned against a tile stove that is still there. The walk to the restaurant with the old church next to it and the crows. I'm not sure if they pay those crows to be outside, but it brings the atmosphere to a whole new level. And then the moment you walk through the doors, this whole history unravels in front of you. Let's get into the food. We started off with a lentil soup, which again, I'm not sure how they make the portions, but it was so big. It's very good. It's a good lentil soup. This is very hearty. It came with a side of thyme bread. They do say Germans do know their bread. This one hit the spot. I had a charfish with puree and spinach. You cannot miss on the spinach. The moment I saw it in the menu, I had to take it. Wow. Like a salmon, but with a taste of a white fish instead of, well, a salmon. Le spinach.
In Germany it's called Kartoffelschnee.
It quite literally melts into your mouth like real snow. And hear the crows from inside. We had to try the German Schweinhaxe, the pork knuckle. It's a traditional Bavarian dish made from slow roasted or braised pork knuckles. Despite it being such a decadent choice nowadays, it actually used to be peasant food back in the day. The pork knuckles were considered a cheap cut of meat. In medieval times, the tougher parts from the pork were slow cooked to make them tender. The slow roasted pork knuckle is crispy on the outside and tender on the inside. It's a signature Bavarian dish, often served in beer halls accompanied by sauerkraut, potato dumplings, or pretzels. Incredible, genuinely. Wow. It tastes like Christmas. Both of these dishes were amazingly prepared. Jeez, it was very good. Wow. We almost didn't make it at the end because the dishes were quite quite big. Being still stuffy does not stop you from finishing your meal and destroying the dessert. Apple pie with vanilla ice cream. I feel like that screams German cuisine, right? And I don't know how I ended up blacking out, eating all of it. Woke up, plate was empty. The other dessert was a red currant sorbet with almond spirit. I did not expect this to actually have a little bit of alcohol. Apparently this one had more alcohol than my water, so... But in all fairness, I do like my desserts sweet, and this one is a little bit more sour. With our bellies still full, we ended the night appreciating the amazing dishes we got to try and the beautiful history behind them. In a city with a past that has been divided and reunited. But what has always reunited the people has been the food. The people have spoken. That means we have to go check out sausages. But that's a journey for another day. So stay tuned. Bye!